The more I read the Bible, the more I begin to realize that I can make all the plans in the world. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. In a year, this is going to happen. But if God removes his hands from my life, bro, none of my plans matter. And that's why I have to be humble. I was doing a Bible study on James chapter 4, verse 13, and it says, "Come now, you who say today or tomorrow, we will go to such and such a city, spend a year there, buy and sell, and make a profit, whereas you do not know what will happen tomorrow. For what is your life? Is it even a vapor that appears for a little time and then vanishes away? Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we shall live and do this or that." James is confronting people who plan things with absolute certainty, acting as if they are in full control of their future. And transparently, I did this a lot, which is why this Bible verse convicted me. James says, "For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appears for a little time and then vanishes away." Vapor is steam, a mist, a breath. It's here today, gone tomorrow. I can make plans for tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll wake up tomorrow. I can work as hard as possible, but I don't know if my business will succeed. I can run all the miles in the world, but I don't know if my health will hold. I don't know. And that's humbling, because sometimes I sit and say, I could do all of this work, all of the inputs, but if God removes his hand from my life, all of my plans are canceled. That is humbling. This is where James says, instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we shall live and do this or that. This is telling me that first things first, my life is conditional on God's will, assuming that I live and nothing crazy happens that I didn't expect. Second to that are my plans. That's why now when I make plans, I always say God willing. When somebody says I'll see you tomorrow, I say God willing. When someone says, yo, we're going to do this and that, God willing. It's not that I'm superstitious, it's that I'm humble. Like, none of this is in my hands. I do not control tomorrow. God does. I could literally be walking in one direction and then something crazy happens to me and I got to start walking in the other direction. Now, this does not mean I don't plan, because that would be silly. Right here in Proverbs 16:9, it says, "A man's heart plans his ways, but the Lord directs his steps." Yes, I plan, I work hard, I set goals, but I submit all of those plans to the Lord. If the Lord's will, if it's God's will, then all things will work out according to the plan that I set forth. That's also why I'm not surprised when things don't go according to plan, when I know I did all of the work associated to that plan. Because I'm just in that season of my life where if God has other plans, I just learn not to fight the plan and then go with the plan. I send free men's Bible studies to over 40,000 men every single morning at 5 o'clock a.m. To join the list, just comment the word email below.